My name's Alane Freund, and I'm the host and founder of Are You Highly Sensitive Live? And I love live videos because they're just real and what they are. So if you don't follow me, I'm Alane Freund LMFT, both on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook. I'd love to see you there. I love to take questions and answer them. And I just finished our parenting sensitivity workshop for November. It's part of the Are You Highly Sensitive membership. And everyone is welcome to join this membership. It's very low cost just to make it accessible to more people. And we even have scholarships if you can't afford it. So the way you can find that is to go to areyouhighlysensitive.com. What a great URL, right? It's perfect. So the workshop this month was November 2021, was weaving gratitude into parenting. And I was so touched by the work that we did and the parents who were there. The thing is that when you're raising children as a highly sensitive person, or even if you're not and you're trying to raise highly sensitive children, it's challenging and hard. And sometimes you just don't feel a lot of gratitude. Right? When they're just clamoring, mommy, 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 mommy. When they're so needy, they have such strong emotions. They have meltdowns. They get over aroused and overstimulated so often. It can be so hard. And I really I want to send my heartfelt compassion out to you all. So one of the things we talked about was it can also be challenging to have gratitude for our own parents. So if you think about how you were raised as a sensitive person, if you are indeed highly sensitive, or even if you're not, how you were raised, some of it was so wonderful, right? And some of it was so hard. And this is the challenge that we face as sensitive people in the world and as parents in the world. How do we have gratitude for those who raised us and maybe those who raised them, when we know that there were things that just didn't work for us? There were things that were downright screwed up, maybe even effed up. And yet there were ways that you survived. There's resilience that you developed and that you have because you're here today watching this recording or this live. So I would just like to invite you to take a moment, as we did in the workshop, and grab a pen or just in your heart of hearts and save it for your journal later to write down some things that you are grateful for about the parenting or the grandparenting that happened in your childhood. Maybe you're grateful for, I know I'm grateful for my grandparents showing up as well as they could for my parents to get them through to the point that they were. Trust me, there were a lot of things wrong in my parents' childhoods and in my childhood. Yet I am a very resilient person today. And that's because there were some needs that got met. So how do you weave gratitude into your parenting journey now and your journal? Well, just take a moment, how about, and think of 3 things that you are grateful for about your children. I bet that's easy. Like, you're grateful that you have them. You're grateful that they're in your life. You're grateful maybe for your partner who's helping you raise them if you are so blessed. You are probably grateful for their gifts. So if you're raising sensitive children, they're a challenge, no doubt about it. And they have these tremendous gifts, this tremendous, highly reactive, highly powerful brain that causes them to notice everything and to think deep thoughts. And yes, sometimes it will drive you bonkers. Oh, there's Banjo, the therapy dog. He's participating by schlepping up the hillside behind me. So now, this is the hard part. When you're in the throes of it and they're driving you bonkers and you're just completely exhausted and you don't know if you can even keep going, then how do you access that gratitude? Well, let me give you a little helpful hint. The first thing is to acknowledge it when you're not in stress, to really take the time to write down some things that you have gratitude about that are in your life as a parent. So today I'm grateful for these beautiful, you can't really see, maybe, oh, on Instagram you can see, but let me just tip my screen up. These incredible trees, and the sky doesn't look so blue on the Surface laptop monitor, but and the incredible blue sky that I get to see. I'm grateful that my child made it to almost 21. I'm going to knock on my deck. A little superstition there, that he's here and that he is living his life. And it's not perfect, and I'm not perfect as a mom. In fact, I am grateful that he's away and living at college and doing so well. And I'm devastated that I barely get to see him and that he barely wants me to parent him, that I have to stand here and we have a lot of Douglas fir and redwood trees, really, really tall, beautiful trees in our community. And I have to stand here like the redwood tree and await his request for help and notice what is needed for him. And I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to do that, even though it breaks my heart. I'm grateful to all of you, to this huge heartfelt journey that you're on, where you are parenting these sensitive children. None of us signed up for it. We probably didn't choose it. And yet you have the opportunity to raise the children who will change the world. And truly they will. So all we have to do is show up, do the best we can. And when you can, when you have it in you, you have the energy, you have the drive, you've done enough, you've had enough time alone, you're not ready to kill somebody like we parents can get when we're so exhausted and overwhelmed. When you have it in you to just show up and make that eye contact and be right there with them, those moments are what will make resilience in your child. Those are the moments that will do it. So go for it, make it happen. And then when you can't, leave, get some help, get out of, even just put on your noise canceling headphones, listen to fiction or music that rocks your world and tune them out. It's okay to go in and out, in and out. That's what you will need to do to survive young childhood, but you can do it. So when you can, show up and be 100% all in. Look up John and Mila Kabat-Zinn's book, Everyday Blessings, about parenting with mindfulness. Now, highly sensitive parents, you are so mindful. You probably don't need to practice mindfulness so much as a highly sensitive parent, but what you do need to do is when you are with them and you have the capacity, your bucket is just the right amount of full, you're not so overwhelmed that your bucket is flooding, but you have enough resources in it that you can show up, then do it really, really consciously. Be right there, all in with your child. And then when you can't, take a break, go in your room, close your eyes, lay on your bed, put your tush, right, your bottom right up against the wall, and put your legs up on the wall or the headboard and elevate your feet and close your eyes and let the children scream around you. Let them crawl into bed and lay on top of you, even if it's really hard. But close your eyes and tune out as much as you can and rest. The last thing I want to say that I brought up in our workshop today is I like moms to find 3 days, ideally 3 nights, but if your children are very young, that's too much. And if they're still nursing, you can't do it at all. But to find, when you get to the point that you can, to find 3 nights to be away from the family. The best thing is if you have a co-parent or parents who are supporting you, to get your co-parent to take your child to your parents or their parents' house and have a nice visit with the grandparents, and you have some time alone in the house. That's what you need to do to recharge, replenish, reset. I hope to see you soon. Please come on over to areyouhighlysensitive.com and join our membership. Participate in 2 live workshops every single month. And I cannot wait for the December and January workshops. I'm just going to put that out there as a tease. We have some great topics and a special guest in January. She rocks my world. She's a teacher I've followed for many years, and I know she'll rock yours. So stay in touch. Come and find us. Thanks so much. Bye now.